going on, you guys? Let's what you guys. It's another one take review. It's your boy Big Dog back with a review for Black Clover. Oh, my bad. Episode 100. We are at 100 episodes of Black Clover. I can't believe it's been, that long, to be honest. But yeah, we had episode 100. I thought the episode was amazing. First half kind of slow, but like second half, like literally the entire second half of this episode picked up in probably the best way possible as far as like story is fighting and everything goes as far as Black Clover is concerned. Like because like and I'm gonna start from the beginning. You see Yami updating Finral on just pretty much everything that's been going down in the Clover Kingdom, and like they like, hey, it's time to get to work. We gotta go save some people. You see Vanessa and Magna. Boy, Magna's training, Vanessa's watching. I'm thinking, okay, I'm pretty sure that's gonna come back into play. But like, I'm kind of wondering, like, they haven't noticed all the stuff, the big light over the kingdom. Like, they haven't noticed any of that stuff to like think like, hey, maybe we should get back. Something's probably going down. Like, I'm sure they'll be for the final battle or whatever it's going to be, because I'm pretty sure it's going to have to be a final battle, because I thought we was kind of getting like close to it this episode, but quickly realized, nah, that's not the case. I think we got a ways to go. And from my understanding from people who tell me about the manga, this arc just wrapped up in the manga, if I'm correct. I could be wrong, but like from what I heard, so I know we got a ways to go. But nonetheless, like we see we're Ray apparently took Asta to where Claus and Chubbs was at. I call him Chubbs, the other guy from group. I mean Magic Nice group. I call him Chubbs because he's chubby. You know what I'm saying? I don't really know. I could call him like Diamond because he was like Diamond Magic or something like that, or Crystal. I don't know what it'd be, but like you get what I'm saying. I call him Chubbs, so that's for the sake. If nobody knew who Chubbs was, that's who it was. So I don't know what happened with the other people though. That after that big attack, Asta and Zora sent back at him. I don't know what happened, what state they're in. I know Rhea was like, I'm kind of exhausted and I'm pretty much done for the day. So I don't know what happened to them, but he took them back to like where was at. And this episode wasn't perfect because I still had some issues with some things that happened. One being like, hey, well, that's not really an issue with this one, but was like talking to Claus like, hey man, snap out of it. Like I'm like, they're not gonna step out of it, Asta. Like you're gonna have to like whoop their ass, and like they're threatening to kill him and Mimosa. Like I'm not gonna die, and I'm not gonna let my friends kill another one of my friends. Like so, I'm not letting that happen. And Claus' body reacting to Elf inside like, oh snap, like he's having some kind of reaction. That was cool. I get it. They're still a part of them trying to click back. Only issue I had is probably with is like they send this Claus and Chubbs in this big ass attack, and bursts it away, which I'm expecting that because I feel like even though the elves boost their powers, power was already so much above theirs. I feel like that it really, him blowing their attacks away really doesn't change anything because he got a power boost as well. But here's where my issue lies at, is the fact that like, and it might not necessarily be with this episode, it might be with like previous episode because they didn't set up will very well. We knows Asta's will and like how he is, but even he was able to be controlled by like the witch, you know what I'm saying, the head witch or whatever. So it's like even his will was able to be tested. And so when supposed to turn into F, you see just these highlights of his life and things that have happened. He's like, no, I'm not gonna let it control me. But he's already transformed into an elf. It would have been better if he never would have got transformed. You know what I'm saying? If he would have never turned. So that would have felt like, okay, because like now he turned, he got a power boost, he's an elf now, you know what I'm saying, but he's still able to remain himself. If that's the case, it's just like being able to say like Vangelis is able to use Patrick's power. You know what I'm saying? When he's not him, when he's just Vangelis, he should be able to use light magic. Because that's basically what they're saying is able to do. And even though I think situation is a little bit different, and I'm gonna get to that in just a second. But like the overall, I just think like the whole Will thing is like, oh, he hasn't fully waken up yet. So I'm like, all right, who is he specifically? And then we have the fight between, which I thought was gonna be like the big thing in the episode, where you had a fight between Claus and Chubbs against Asta and which they just pretty much like that was fast. Like, that didn't last any time. I'm like, that was kind of disappointing. Only thing they did was just slice through like their combined attack. Their combined attack really didn't do nothing. It was very slow. I'm like, that didn't mean anything. And they got knocked out. How? I don't know. So I was just like, it's okay, it's cool, it's like whatever. I was kind of disappointed that they didn't put up more of a fight. I'm like, they're still Magic Knights with a power pool. So it's like, damn, are they? You know what I'm saying? The powers of them was like kind of underwhelming. And then it happened. They fallen and Licht woke up. Licht he's not using no grimoire whatsoever. I hate to see what he would do with a grimoire, if I'm just being honest with you. The stuff he's doing without one is unprecedented. Okay, first of all, but if he gets one, if he has one, everybody dead. I don't give a damn who it is. Asta, Yami, Charlotte. Charlotte on this team, but hell, she'll probably die too. Nozel, Sadell, Noel, it doesn't damn matter who the hell it is, okay? It's like, him with a grimoire is just, fight's over, stop. But like, you get him freaking saving those two, and like putting them down. And then it's like, oh, they real Austin, like, okay. Austin's like, hey, my black form's not gonna last too much longer, but I got this. And just like that, this dude teleports in front of him. I was just like, I looked up in my seat. I've watched this episode 3 times before I did the review. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Well, I watched the second half of it 3 times. And like when he popped up in front of Asta, I was like, oh. And he just politely took Asta's sword. Took it, and it went from black to white. And he like, I guess because he's used light magic. I don't know how he's able to grab the sword if he's able to use magic. I don't know. Right now, he seems like he's unstoppable, people. No shoes on and all. Bare feet. Out there whooping people that have bare feet. And he was about to slash Austin, blows them both back. Then the fight commences, which is a very well choreographed fight, which is a very well done fight. But it's just like, you can't help but to not seeing like, oh, he's wavelengths above those two, and he's not even breaking a sweat. Like, first of all, he don't have to run nowhere. He just pretty much teleporting everywhere he needs to go. The one where it was times where Asta saved and saved Asta, but the one in specific where he's fighting he's fighting Asta one-on-one, and he knocks Asta into the ground, then he goes down and kicks him. And is loading up like the wind arrow attack, and he's trying to aim it. And you see Licht fighting Asta, and then it's like the camera veers, and then it comes back. And when he comes, because it's pretty dizzy, so he's like trying to get everything. He's trying to aim, but his aim is off. And then when he finally gets it right, Licht is in front of him, nails him. He's going off like this. The episode just turned up. You just see him just completely dominating the two. They don't know what to do. He's like, Asta's like, I'm about to surpass my limits. And then he gets knocked through 17 walls into a river that I have no idea where the river came in. Now here's another, not an issue, but like something that happened. He got knocked through like 17 walls, people, into a river. And then you have the stuff going on between like, hey, I'm gonna measure this out. I'm like, I have to plan something because like I can't beat him by myself. I can't land an opening shot. And Asta, and like it's a very well so just like not yet. He's just pushing him back, and he has like I think it's monofield or monoforce. I can't even think what it's called, but he's like basically pulling a Goku it's what it felt like. It felt like a Goku versus Frieza on Namek when he used the Spirit Bomb. When he just holding up his hand, just taking those punches from Frieza, and Frieza didn't know what was happening. Until the next thing you know, he looks up and there's this big ass attack coming from. That's pretty much what Yuno did. And I'm thinking, I didn't think it was gonna work because we already seen how he's using Asta Store how it's supposed to be used. He's taking them, he's absorbing magic and then sending it back. But in this situation, that was still just another setup for something else. Because you got Asta comes out the ground like a freaking rocket. Mind you, what I just said, he got knocked through 17 different walls and landed in the pool. How did he come up out the ground past Rhea? That just had to be like, what? Like, you was like way down, you was a mile down the street. How did you come out the ground here? Like, but it's like, hey, for dramatic effect, I take it. I take it because it was cool as hell. And it was like, it was perfectly timed. And like, and then you have both of them just going like, oh, this is my rival. It was awesome. It was awesome. Didn't mean shit. Didn't mean shit at all. Even though Austin got his sword from him and to block the next attack that came after that. But it's just like, y'all, just he just melted the ground with his final blow. And like they got out of there. I don't know how they got out of there. I don't know what happened to anybody else who was in the vicinity. I know I saw Zora protecting Marileona, and I saw Nozel protecting, you know what I'm saying, the person. I can't remember who's with him, but I saw him protecting them. Anybody else in the vicinity probably hurt. Matter of fact, probably dead, because that was one hell of an attack he sent back at them. Like, Asta, was able to get Mimosa out of the way as well as block out the attack. I don't know how they blocked the attack, if I'm being real though. But like, it was just a very, very exciting episode. It's like, it's like your eyes get bugged. You just thinking like, and me, I know I'm taking screenshots. I watched it on my computer twice, then I watched it on my phone, so I can like screenshot stuff. And like some of just the art was like very good at moments. You know, I think Black Clover is like, it's consistent with this animation. I'll say that. It's like, I wish it was like better. You know what I'm saying? But it's consistent with his animation. It's like, this is this is the animation style we have. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? I can't get mad at that. But like overall, I thought episode 100, and that's one thing. A lot of shows have like a big episode number, and it's like, that episode's not going to deliver because of, you know what I'm saying, this or that. But like, this was episode 100, and it delivered like how you would want a episode 100 to deliver. And I thought that was great. Maybe it's like the way they set it up. I don't know how they knew this was gonna fall on this exact time. Maybe it's like they set things up or like move things around, but like it worked, and it worked very, very well. Nonetheless, man, you guys let me know what you guys thought about this episode down in the comments. Hit that like button, subscribe to my channel. I'll catch up with you guys later. Peace.